Hello boxing lovers across the globe, this is your boy Matt. Today's episode is focused on the bouts that happened at the Barclays Center between Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas. That was a very interesting bout by all standards, and the 154 division has a new king, a new unified champion in the person of Jaron Ennis. And we are going to talk about that into details in this particular episode. So if this is the type of content you do enjoy on social media, if you're on YouTube, kindly subscribe and leave a comment down below. And if you're on TikTok, do same by following this channel, giving this video a thumbs up and leaving a comment down below. The likes are very vital to the growth of this channel. Now let's get into the fight proper. My assessment or overall word for the fight was it was a fantastic fight. What made it fantastic? It was fantastic because both men showed heart in the ring. And starting from round one, one thing I noticed was that Jaron Ennis had warmed up properly more than Xander. And Xander, I think, threw his game plan out of the window. Jaron Ennis came into this particular fight well prepared, more experienced, more athletic, has the better ring IQ, whilst Xander was coming in as a well-rounded boxer, a younger guy, a guy who has a lot of determination and was ready to prove that in the ring. Ding, 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 ding. The first bell went and Jaron Ennis and Xander went at each other in a very ferocious manner. Both ate leather in the first round, but Jaron Ennis was the one who came on top. I was very surprised Xander decided to be in the exchange with Jaron Ennis, knowing the power of Jaron Ennis. I thought that he was coming into this particular fight to box his way to the 12th round, but he decided to trade with Jaron Ennis, and you could see clearly he admitted after the fight that right from round one, Jaron Ennis took his feet under him. So the only options he was left with was that he should trade with Jaron Ennis. And Jaron Ennis dominated the first round, dominated the second round, but the third round was a very interesting bout. That was when Zayas came into the fight, landed a fantastic punch that caused Jaron Ennis a problem. But one thing you could notice in this particular fight was that Xander was not experienced and he could not time Jaron Ennis in order to finish him off. He could have used his feint a little bit more, but he did not. But in this particular fight, after that, Jaron Ennis took total control of the fight right from the fourth round, landing the right hook constantly, and you could see clearly that Xander could not hold his guard properly up, and the right hook kept landing, especially in the southpaw position when Jaron Ennis is switching. And when switching to, you could clearly see that on few occasions Xander was catching him when he was switching. And Jaron Ennis, let's be frank, he needs to work on his defense. Trading is not everybody you can trade with. Some people you need to box, some people you need to brawl. He should get a big understanding to that because he doesn't have the best of defense. And having hurt, he tried to disregard that by saying he was just chilling. But in the fourth round, he took control of the fight and then dropped Zayas again in the fifth round, and that was when you could see that Zayas was fading away. Lots of punches to the body. The straight left hand was landing from Boots, and Zayas was just in the survival mode, and you could see that clearly he was hurt from that uppercut that dropped him. Then in the seventh round, it all came to a standstill. It all came to a standstill when his corner threw in the towel. But one thing we should learn about this fight is that Jaron Ennis, though he is a ferocious fighter, he is now regarded as the #1 in the division, having unified the belts, being unified champion of the world. I think that there's more for him to learn. He fights based on what you are giving him, but I think that there's more for him to learn. People like Virgil Ortiz will not let him off that hook, and people like Virgil Ortiz, they punch harder than Xander. Fendora is a tricky guy. He would not engage you. He would keep you at distance. And Jaron Booth Ennis should know that it's not everybody you can engage in. So these are things he needs to learn. He needs to polish his craft. He needs to keep his emotions in check. He needs to improve on his defense. And kudos to him by becoming the new bad boy or the new king of the 154 division. What a fantastic fight by all standards. I enjoyed every bit of this fight, and thumbs up to both pugilists for putting their lives on their line for our entertainment. I'll be going to the Rivera Whitaker fights and other fights on the card later in the day, so stay tuned to the most authoritative boxing channel here on social media. Remember to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and do same if you are following on TikTok. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Remember, your greatness has no limit, so as Jaron Booth Ennis. Thank you for watching.